Yo, 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 y'all. How y'all doing today? It's your girl, Rada Creator. So today I wanted to come through and continue talking about my guy, Mr. Tyree Nichols. And today I wanted to talk about Miss Breonna Taylor too. It's going to segue into Miss Breonna Taylor too, because these two share a unique and beautiful link and connection that will never be broken. So, um, first, let me say that there's certain things that I maybe forgot to say in any of the lives or any of the pieces that I did on Tyree. So I don't know if I said it or not, but I wanted to just mention that an ambulance wasn't called for at least 20 minutes. And when the ambulance, because remember when I kept saying, I remember I said, I didn't hear anybody call for the ambulance. Did y'all hear for anybody? But that was only 10 minutes in or 15 minutes in. But this man was unconscious and he was up on that car. So anyway, um, I remember saying that, but I don't know if I said that they were not called. They were not summoned for 20 minutes. Okay. And they didn't and when the ambulance arrived, they didn't give aid for 7 minutes. Now, I didn't feel like the other two should have not gave aid. Now, that fire, I don't know what he was. Was he the fire department supervisor or was he a medical aid supervisor or was he the police supervisor? Because he kept looking at them like y'all got to be shitting me. When they was trying to come up and say whatever they were saying, he was looking at them like, what? You got to be shitting me. Really though. So, hey Josh, how are you? So, um let me get something to drink. I don't want to be coughing on my thing. So, so, but what about so anyway, they didn't give aid for 7 minutes. So when they finally did give aid or whatever, they said that these ambulance were charged with failure to render aid or whatever. I feel like what about those 12 officers that was all there? None of them rendered aid. Isn't that the job of a police officer? If somebody is in dire straits or it looks really serious, they're supposed to render CPR or something at least until the medics get there. But they wasn't concerned about that. They were smoking cigarettes, talking shit, talking about, oh, I sprayed them, and then you sprayed them, and then so and so tased them. This is the type of shit they were saying. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. So anyway, I also wanted to talk about this beautiful, beautiful connection that is between um that Tyree Nichols and Breonna Taylor share. So, um, I was reading some type of article or something, but I also seen it yesterday at the service too. So, um, Breonna Taylor's mom found out before the service that Breonna and Tyree have the same exact birthday, even the same year. And when Brianna's mom found this out, she cried her eyes out. She became inconsolable. She just could not stop crying because it brought back all the memories and all the pain of her losing her baby. And what are the odds that two people that were murdered by uh, law enforcement were born on the same exact day, same exact year, which will be 6/5, 1993. So, um, like I told y'all before, I don't believe in coincidence. I feel like it was more than that. And both were murdered at the hands of police. All right. So now I want to talk about Breonna. Some of y'all might not know about Breonna Taylor, but this is the type, like, just to inform some people that might not even be familiar with how melanated people get down, our culture, and how we care about our own and the lives that we lead. So it's a lot of conscious melanated people that um are fighting for the cause. So we happen to know all about every person, every melanated person that is life is lost or taken by the hands of law enforcement and things like that. We keep these things right in our head. Well, most of us, the ones that are conscious and the ones that care about their brothers and sisters, the ones that think they are better, or like, there's a lot of them that have a disposition that think this never could happen to them. And they'll never learn to care until it happens to them. But never mind that. So, um, Breonna Taylor was a young lady that was murdered. I don't even know what year this was. Matter of fact, I think it was 2 years ago, because I was doing a talk show. I had did a presentation on her case at the time when I was doing a presentation on what you could do. And let me know if y'all want me to do a live one day about this type of thing. But I was doing a presentation um, on what to do when encountering the law, your rights when dealing with law enforcement. And it's some things that people don't know. So let me know if y'all want me to do some type of piece on that. But if y'all want me to, I can. But if not, I'll wait and save it until more melanated people get on here, and I get more melanated subscribers, and then I will make sure, because I really think these are things that are important that most people do not know, and these are things that could protect you in the court system, and could possibly save your life, because sometimes we have to take measures into our own hands, because we can't trust the people that are there that's supposed to protect and serve us. Okay? So now, Breonna Taylor was a young lady. I think she was 27 or 28. I think she was 28. And she lost her life um at the hands of law enforcement. They served some type of they tried to cover it up and say they served a no knock warrant, but it wasn't a no knock warrant. It was originally a no knock warrant when they went to the judge or whatever. Somewhere along the line, before the raid ever was scheduled to be executed there, it was changed to a knock warrant. So they were supposed to identify themselves, but they didn't. They kept it at a no knock because they wasn't up on their paperwork or doing their job properly. Also, Brianna, the person they had this warrant for, was Brianna's ex-boyfriend. He had not lived at this residence, I think, in at least a year. I don't think he lived at the residence for at least a year. So, anyway, um, so they shouldn't have really been there in the first place. If they would have did the proper legwork, they would have found out that this man did not live there, and they also would have found out that this man was incarcerated at the time they raided her house. Okay. So anyway, um, so um, these officers, I can't remember how many it was, but it was enough. It was like, I'm gonna say it was at least five. It was at least five officers. It might have been six. It was at least five of them, and it was this one rogue cop, right? So I wish I could remember her her boyfriend's last name, because now she had a new boyfriend, and his name was Kenny. Ain't that right? His name Kenny, right? Yup. So his name was Kenny. So all they know is that these people is trying to knock down their door. So what are you gonna think when somebody's trying to knock down your door and they're not even identifying themselves as police? You gonna think your life is in danger. You gonna think somebody trying to run up in your house. So he fired a shot, like a warning shot or something, because he didn't shoot at nobody. He fired a shot to, like, to tell them to back up, because he didn't even know who these people was. They never identified themselves, because they tried to act like they had a no knock warrant, but they didn't. They were supposed to identify themselves before trying to break down her fucking door. So anyway, so um they knocking down the door. So this is what happened. So once Kenny fired the one shot, oh, they just let a barrage of bullets. Actually, I'm not even so sure that it was all of them. I believe that, so they let a barrage of bullets loose. Now Brianna was in her bedroom. So a person goes around the side of the house. One of the cops, it's like a road cop. His name was Brett Hankerson or something like that. So, or Hankinson. So he goes on the side of the house. First of all, most cops carry 40 Glocks. This man had a 9 millimeter. Now, what is the crazy thing is that Kenny also had a 9 millimeter. Is that true? Yes, it is true. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I heard that from Kenny's lawyer, and I just wanted to make sure if that was true. So anyway, they go around the side of the house. The rogue cop goes around the side of the house and starts busting inside the shooting inside the side of the house, like where Brianna's bedroom is. And he's shooting wildly too, like he don't have no aim. So in the process of all this that took place, a cop was shot, right? So, um, and Brianna was murdered at the hands of this man that went around the side of the house playing Superman cop. So anyway, so come to find out, the bullet that murdered Brianna was a 9 millimeter. First of all, it couldn't have been Kenny because she was up when this fool came around the side of the house shooting into the house. So she was already she was alive then before he started shooting in the side of the house. So Kenny only fired one shot. So they a cop was also hit. I don't remember if he was hitting the knees or if he was hitting the ankles or something like that. But he was hit somewhere on his leg or maybe a hip. I don't remember. I just remember it was his lower part of his body. That's all I remember. But I think it was like a knee. Was it a knee? Let me see. Was it a knee? Yeah, it was a knee. Okay. So he was hitting his knees or whatever. So um also what I realized is this man, Brett Hankinson or whatever his name is, he actually murdered Brianna and he shot the cop that was in the front because he was shooting wildly. He had no aim. And that's the only way that could explain how that cop got hit because they was back in the bedroom. So how could they have hit that cop? So, but this man on the side of the house could fire at an angle because he's firing wildly. So um, he hits Brianna and he hits this cop. And so when the whole trial came, they was trying to arrest Kenny like he uh was this dangerous menace to society. Well, he only fired one warning shot and he did not fire at nobody. So, but this one cop that went around the side of the house, oh, he had all the fires. He was just firing upon everybody. So they was trying to prove that Kenny's because both of them had 9 millimeters. Kenny had a 9 millimeter and that rogue cop had a 9 millimeter. So they also was supposed to be charging him. They only charged him with something called wanton endangerment or wanton endangerment, which means that you endangered the lives of other citizens, not Brianna, who he murdered, that he endangered the lives of other citizens when he was firing and the bullets went through the wall. So that really made me mad because this girl live, it really mattered. So but anyway, this is the life of melanated people. We keep track of the ones that are lost in the struggle. We keep track of the ones that uh that something happened to. Like Tyree Nichols, we're gonna remember his name. We're gonna remember what happened to him. We're gonna remember all that. Just like Breonna Taylor, just like Philando Castile, just like Eric Garner, as just like Alton Sterling, just like Laquan McDonald, just like Tamir Rice, just like Trayvon Martin, just like everybody, like we really keep track of these people, just like Walter Scott, just like Sandra Bland. We really keep track. Just like Walter. Oh, I already said that. Walter Scott. Just like Freddie Gray. Just like Michael Brown. Just like we really keep track of this. We really um make sure that our souls stay locked in with what our people is going through. This is like the life of a melanated being because this is how it is on this earth when it comes to us. We got to be prepared for any situation and we got to make sure we keep the memory of our fallen people alive because ain't nobody else going to do it. I promise you they won't. So anyway, um, So yeah, so they was trying to prove that Kenny hit that cop, but he didn't. He didn't hit the cop. The cop hit the cop, and that's called friendly fire. When they be doing stuff like that, it's called friendly fire. They was trying so hard not to say that it was friendly fire, but that's what it was because Kenny only fired once, and he did not fire at nobody. So, and they tested the ballistics of Kenny's gun. So obviously, this policeman fired upon his own fellow policeman, and they did not want to put that out in the public because they was trying to make Kenny look like the bad guy, and Kenny wasn't even the person they was looking for. Brianna was not the person they was looking for. They was looking for a man that was actually locked up in the prison as they spoke, as they endangered her life, as they murdered her, as they barged and broke down her damn door. He was locked up. If they would have just did just a little look up, just a little bit of research, they would have found that out. And this is the type of shit we go through every day. This is the life of a melanated person. Like, yo, it's crazy. So, anyway, so like something almost happened to me where it could have ended up disastrously. I could have lost my life. This is the type of stuff we are subjected to on a regular basis. And the one thing I was subjected to was because this girl, um, I wish I could find a snaky name for this bitch because she was out of order. So this girl goes and pushes an armed robbery button on me at a store, and then tries to and they come like it's a real armed robbery, like it's a bank robbery. And then she tried to sick them in my direction, like, and that could have really ended up real wrong. Like I could have died that day because of this silly ass bitch. Like, and she had no concern for my life, and I'm still in the process of trying to make sure that somebody pay for that. Cause I really am, and I'm not just saying that trying to get no money from them. I really am scarred by the situation. I ain't never been back to that fucking establishment or any establishment with the fucking name of that ever since, because yo, I could have lost my fucking life. It was like a situation in there where they was, because she tried to say that this old man pushed the robbery button by mistake. But what she didn't know is I had already approached the old man when I came up to the front. I said, you ain't had to call no cops on me. And he was like, ma'am, I didn't call no cops on you. So then I knew it wasn't him. So she's telling the cops that the old man made a mistake or pushed the robbery button or whatever. Was she lying? And then she gonna say, since y'all here, can y'all do a bag check on her? Or make her do a bag check or some shit and try to say she had some type of altercation with me or some bullshit. Was she lying? The bitch never said nothing to me. So anyway, so, you know what I mean? Like, and all of this could have went real wrong because it was a situation where uh he was like something. I was like, I ain't got nothing in my bag. You trying to say I'm shoplifting or some shit? I said, I ain't got nothing in my bag. And I went to undo my bag. And he's like, no, no, no. Yo, I could have just seen it. I could have just seen that go all the way left. If I was outside, they would have yelled gun and blew me away. And that would have been the end of my life because of this silly ass bitch wanting to play want to be deputy dog, like calling the police on me for no reason. And I found out that this company don't even have a fucking bag check policy. So I'm in the process of I keep trying to uh find people that would take this case because I want to make them pay for what they done. And they did not get rid of this girl. The company tried to not get back to me. I guess they think I'm gonna let it go. No, I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go because that could have been my life. So anyway, back on Breonna Taylor. So they was trying to prove that Kenny did it, but Kenny didn't do it. The other man did it. So I just wanted to inform y'all about the story of a beautiful, beautiful young lady by the name of Breonna Taylor who lost her life tragically to police, as well as Tyree Nichols, who both share the same exact birthday, same exact year. What are the odds of that? I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that was a sign. I believe that was the connection from God. I believe, what are the odds that two people born on the same day, same year, will both be murdered by the police. Do y'all see yet that it's a real effing problem? Or I guess we just all supposed to be knocked off before we realize. And there's people that sit up here trying to argue about Tyree and say, oh, he resisted arrest. What the fuck do you mean? He ain't resist no damn arrest. They wasn't supposed to be doing all that shit like that. They were supposed to ask him for license and registration. This was supposed to be a reckless driving traffic stop. They were supposed to have lights, have sirens on, and pull him over for reckless driving and ask him for his license and registration and say, do you, sir, do you know why we stopping you? You know, stuff like that. That's the way they supposed to deal with us when dealing with us. They are not supposed to jump out of unmarked cars because this is the bullshit they was on. And I heard something somewhere that I don't remember if it was from Ben Crump or was it from somebody else. But I just remember 3 days before this, 3 or 4 days before this, they had a horrible encounter with somebody else who they beat up and did all the same shit to. And luckily, and the person they jumped out on them out of unmarked cars, did all the same shit they did to Tyreek, and he called the police and made a complaint, and he called more than once. I think he called two times, and they never even followed up on it because this is the code of blue silence, the wall of silence, that bullshit they be on, trying to protect each other and feel like they should be invincible and can do whatever they want to whoever they want, and they're protected by this blue uniform and this badge. So now that you see what is happening to my people, you understand why I rap the things that I rap when I do rap. Now you understand the message behind what I'll be saying. Like you understand why is that anger in there. You understand why is that strength in there. You understand why is that pain in there. You understand why is that struggle in there. And you understand why is the deep sorrow but love for my people in there. So that's all I gotta say about that. I don't know. Am I done? You want to do anything? You want me to do the number? So because Breonna Taylor and Tyree had the same birthday, I think I wanted to do some numbers on them. So their birthday is 6/5 6/5 1993. But I don't do the year, so you ain't got to worry about that. All right, so let me go back to where I was at. Okay. So so they are loving and compassionate. This is the six. Loving and compassionate, focused on family, dependable and supportive, enjoys helping others, a gifted teacher, or they are both gifted teachers. They radiate joy and happiness. They communication comes easy for them. They are intuitive and they are sensitive. And that's in all types of ways because Geminis are in tune in a whole different way. So when they say intuitive and sensitive, I feel like they are tapped into energy. Air signs are energy. Air equals energy for me. So anyway, they are intuitive and sensitive. They enjoy nature, flowers, and things like that, etc. And the things they need to work on is to make sure they do not neglect their own needs, to not be self-critical, to not try to worry about everything. Look at this though. They're warriors. They're warriors that worry about everything. But look what happened to both of them. They worried, and it was for a real reason. And they were saying that they're jealous. So I just wanted to, but they're like they Geminis are jealous and possessive anyway. I always mess with them about that. So also the father aspect. So they are adaptable and clever. They are unpredictable, multi-talented, freedom-loving adventurers, resourceful. They are natural entertainers. They enjoy travel. They open to new opportunities, and they are leadership type of people. They prosper or they excel at a leadership type of role. Um, the things that they need to work on is relationship challenges, Um, they could be prone to addiction, so they need to look out for that. But it is they don't have to worry about that over there. So, and they live over there. They are not dead. They are not laying down resting. They are living their best life over there. But it's kind of hard because they still miss their families. So anyway, um, they can sometimes be unreliable. So they have to make sure they stick to their word, do what they said they're gonna do, and they have to make sure they don't allow them scattered thoughts to take over. And that is the definition of a Gemini. Like a Gemini, their mind always stays working. It's always ticking. It never stops, even when they sleep. So they got to be very careful about letting that take over their mind. They got to do things like meditate, do different things to clear their mind and make sure they get their worry and those constant flow of thoughts going, keep that from being a constant negative connotation going through their mind. So altogether they are a two. So this was their life path. So their life path includes being a peacemaker and helping others. They have the gift of intuition, compassion, and empathy. Opportunities have arisen for them to assist others. Look, they end up being a catalyst for others. We trying to stop these police from just offing us like this. Seriously, this is ridiculous. So anyway, they spend time in nature is beneficial to them, and as well as music is, and arts, and many other creative activities. They are here to love and to be loved. Relationships will be very important to them, and they could be a teacher or a healer for alternative techniques. So that is the summary of them. I just wanted to end it with their numbers, and that's all I got to say about these people. I love them very much. They are on my mind, in my heart all the time, and they know that whenever they cross my mind, I will talk right to them, and I believe they can hear me. So that's all I got to say about them. Peace to the transition of their soul. I hope they are bonded forever to the fact that they got the same birthday. They are like literally each other's soulmate, seriously. And I hope that Brianna's mom finds peace. And I hope that Bree learns to master her physicalizing to be able to communicate with her mom so that she can send her mom beautiful messages of love to let her know that she will never leave her and she is always there with her. And same for Tyree. I hope he learns that as well. And I hope they excel at that. And I love them. And I know they are flying high. And that's all I got to say. So that's it for today. Also, I want to say I do readings. I think I told y'all all about these readings, but I just want to keep promoting it just in case somebody ever do want a reading. But I do readings. I do picture and soul readings, which is the ability to look at a picture or a person's face or them and find out all type of things about them. Also, I do numerology readings. That is the breakdown of the numbers of your birthday. What I just kind of did right there for um Brianna and Tyree. So I do numerology readings, I do name readings, I do life cycle readings, I do astrology readings, which is your sign. They are Geminis. I do um I do dream interpretation. I do also divine and rod sessions, and that is when you talk to the ancestors and you can talk to the ancestors, ask them questions, and get truth from them. So if anybody is interested in a reading, um, my email will be in the description box. You could also jump in my comments and we could talk about arranging a reading there. And that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for being here with me. And God bless. And I love y'all. Peace.